Hey, it's Daylin with Redeeming Day. Wasn't sure if I would still make videos. You probably all knew that I would, because it's hard for me to shush up because the news is so good, right? Because who we are in Christ is really, really imperative. And I just listened to an awesome devotion, and it inspired me to make another video and to just encourage people to never give up hope, because we are a new creation in Christ. If you've received him, you are a new creation. It says the old has passed away, the new has come. Well, that's huge for me right now in my life. Going into a Christmas season, we just had an amazing Thanksgiving. God is a restorer. He's a restoring God. And I was talking to another friend this morning, and when we're going through something hard, when you're faced with somebody being ugly to you, when you're faced with a financial situation that you don't know what to do with, when you're faced with an illness or a diagnosis, the point of all of these things is that we never give up hope. There are promises. There's promises for that situation. There's promises for that ugly thing. There's promises that we can rise above that ugliness. We can rise above the things of this world. It sounds like it's too good to be true, but I'm sitting here telling you it's not. We should never give up hope. It says in Romans, right? We are the righteousness of God in Christ Jesus. Well, I'm going to say that when you get that rooted and grounded on the inside of you, when you know what your identity truly is, that Christ is in you, you are in Christ, that helps when that ugly stuff is going on around you. It helps when you're faced with a hard situation. And I can remember, I have a beautiful, wonderful daughter who was going through some horrible addictions, and she would talk about some really pretty ugly things. And I had to draw on my relationship with God. I had to know that he loved her. He loves me. And that this situation was not without an answer, that Jesus died on the cross for her. Jesus died on the cross for me. And now I'm able to remember that situation and how hard it was, and know that the only way that I could get through it was to draw on my identity, who I am in Christ, who she is in Christ, that we are adopted into his family. You are adopted into his family. Did everything work out the way that I wanted to with that situation with my daughter? No, it didn't. She was taken in by this world and by the world system and by a lot of hard, ugly things. And that's where a lot of people are headed if they don't know who they are, if they don't know where their strength comes, if they don't know to be rooted and grounded in that love that I'm always talking about. So I thought it was worth coming on again to just say hello and to just emphasize that message of identity, that message of who and whose we are, right? We have been made worthy. By ourselves, we're nothing. By ourselves, it says filthy rags is what it says in the word. But when we receive Christ, when we know whose and who we are, then we are made worthy. We are made righteous. You are made worthy. You are made righteous. And that means you can face anything. That means that whatever the situation that's right in smack in front of you, there's an answer for it. There's a promise for it. You are equipped. You are called. You are righteous. You are worthy. And God's got answers for you. So dig into the word, like I'm always saying. Get into the word, find out the promises, because there's answers there. Because we are his sons and we are his daughters, and he's got good plans for us. So I hope that's a helpful key for somebody. God bless you guys, and we'll talk soon. Bye-bye.